There are many advances that could be considered the beginning of virtual reality. You could look at the origins of computer graphics, or maybe start with the philosophical concept of alternate realities. You could draw a line from the many advancements in film and animation, or you could say it all started with the invention of the computer. And I think those are all valid places to begin. But for me, the history of VR begins with 3D display technology. That's the first line of invention that leads directly to what we call VR today. And the beginning of 3D display technology really starts in earnest with the stereoscope in 1838. This device was created by a brilliant English inventor named Sir Charles Wheatstone, and it worked like this. One picture is shown to the left eye, and another picture is shown to the right. The two pictures are of the same object, one from the viewpoint of the left eye and the other from the viewpoint of the right. There are a pair of mirrors at 45-degree angles to the user's eyes, and each is reflecting a picture off to the side. When the two views of the same object are shown to their respective eye in the same location, they fuse to form a view of a solid three-dimensional object. It's a pretty amazing invention, right? After the stereoscope, there were a number of improvements on 3D displays, and folks experimented with various kinds of immersive entertainment machines. But if we skip past all of those, the next biggest VR advancement was undoubtedly the Sword of Damocles. Many folks consider it the first VR and AR device, and it was invented by Ivan Sutherland at MIT in 1968. The Sword of Damocles was the first device to track a user's head motion and overlay synthetic 3D stereoscopic computer-generated graphics into their vision. The device had a long mechanical arm that extended from the ceiling and attached to the user's head, and the user was shown primitive wireframe 3D objects projected onto a transparent display. In this way, the Sword of Damocles was the first augmented reality display as well. Ivan Sutherland accomplished a great deal in the field of computer graphics, and make no mistake, he deeply understood the potential of VR. His pioneering work brought us a lot closer to the virtual reality technology we have today. Later, in the early 1990s, we saw virtual reality first promoted to the general public. Thanks to advancements made by NASA and VPL, consumer virtual reality seemed like it was a possibility. Movies were released that used virtual reality as a plot device. Successful books were written that depicted virtual reality as a completely realistic alternate universe. But the virtual reality devices that actually sold didn't live up to those unrealistically high expectations. Nintendo's Virtual Boy headset was a red and black, low-quality display that often caused headaches. Headsets with tracking were extremely expensive and bulky, and the displays were poor. Input systems like data gloves left a lot to be desired. In short, virtual reality simply wasn't ready for the general public, and after a while the hype died away, the industry shrank, and VR was relegated to academic and military use. That is until 2012, when a Kickstarter was announced for a new inexpensive VR device called the Oculus Rift. The booming mobile phone industry had driven down the price of high-quality display technology, and Oculus leveraged this fact and used a clever single-panel display system to manufacture an inexpensive, high-quality VR headset. Shortly thereafter, Oculus was acquired by Facebook for $2 billion, and we've seen the VR industry take off like a rocket. We're now experiencing the second wave of consumer VR, and this time, it's here for good. It's exciting to see how far things have come, and we're just getting started.